Have you ever called something a coincidence, then later realized it was the final link in a long chain you simply did not notice? And have you ever felt that life was targeting you, only to discover that what showed up was the natural result of what you kept feeding day after day? Welcome back to the channel. Sit with me for a while. Let your breath slow down. Not because we are trying to escape reality, but because we are trying to see reality clearly. Today we are going to talk about something that sounds mysterious until you understand it, and then it becomes one of the most practical teachings you can carry into work, love, money, health, and peace of mind. You may think what happened to you was accidental, a random meeting, a sudden breakup, a surprising opportunity, a painful setback. But the deeper truth is that most events are not isolated. They are woven. They are the meeting of causes and conditions. In Buddhist language, this is dependent arising. Everything arises because conditions come together. Nothing appears from nowhere, and nothing stays forever. When you see this, your life begins to change into powerful ways. First, you stop being superstitious. You stop blaming the universe like it is a moody person. You stop begging for luck as if luck is a gift that lands for no reason. Second, you stop being helpless, because if your life is built by causes and conditions, then your choices matter. Your intention matters. Your speech matters. Your habits matter. Even your smallest daily attitude matters, because it becomes a condition for the future. Now I want to tell you a story, because this teaching becomes real only when it touches ordinary life. It begins with a man named Noah. Noah was a decent person, not perfect, but decent. He worked hard, paid bills, tried to be responsible. But Noah carried a private complaint that lived in his chest like a tight knot. Bad things keep happening to me for no reason. He did not say it dramatically. He said it like a tired fact, like a weather forecast he could not change. One year, Noah lost a job, not because he was lazy, but because the company downsized. Then, while he was trying to recover, his relationship began to crack. His partner felt he was emotionally absent. Noah felt misunderstood. The arguments became frequent. Then a close friend stopped calling. Then a small health issue appeared. Nothing catastrophic, but enough to scare him. Noah started using one word to explain everything. Unlucky. He told himself, "I am just unlucky." That word became a mental habit. And mental habits are not innocent. They shape how you move through the world. They shape what you notice, what you ignore, how you speak, and how you respond to stress. One evening, Noah went to a quiet talk at a small center. He did not go because he suddenly became spiritual. He went because he was desperate to understand his own life. The teacher that night was an older woman named Irene. She was calm, direct, and not interested in drama. She listened to people carefully and asked questions that felt like mirrors. After the talk, Noah approached her. He told her his story. He said he felt like everything was random and unfair. He asked if the universe was punishing him. Irene listened and then asked one question. "When you say it is random, do you mean you cannot see the causes?" Noah frowned. "Causes? I did not cause the downsizing." Irene nodded. "True. Not every event is caused by you alone. There are many causes: society, economics, other people's choices, weather, timing, the body, the past." Dependent arising means no one controls everything, but it also means nothing is separate. Then, she said something that Noah did not like at first. Even when you do not cause the storm, you still plant causes in how you respond to the storm. Noah asked, What does that mean? Irene said, tell me what happened after you lost your job. Noah described it. He stayed up late searching online. He drank more. He became irritable. He avoided talking about his fear. He scrolled through other people's success and felt ashamed. He snapped at his partner. He withdrew. He stopped exercising. He stopped eating well. He told himself nobody cared. He complained to friends, but he did not really listen to them. He needed comfort, but he also pushed it away. Irene nodded again, slowly. Then she said, do you see the chain? Noah felt defensive. A chain? Irene said, yes. The job loss was one event, but look at the conditions that followed. Exhaustion became a condition. Alcohol became a condition. Irritation became a condition. Avoidance became a condition. Harsh speech became a condition. Withdrawal became a condition. Those conditions then became causes for more consequences. Relationship tension, social distance, physical decline, more fear, more isolation, more mistakes. Now you call the result unlucky, but the truth is you were living inside a web of conditions. And you kept adding certain conditions every day, often without noticing. Noah felt he tries. He wanted to argue. He wanted to say, are you blaming me? Irene shook her head, as if she could hear the question before he asked it. This is not blame. This is ownership. Blame creates shame. Ownership creates freedom. Then she said a sentence that made Noah quiet. You do not need to control the whole universe. You only need to control what you add to it. That sentence did something in Noah, not instantly, but it opened a door. Because if his life was truly random, he was powerless. But if his life was a meeting of causes and conditions, then changing even one condition could shift the entire direction over time. Irene offered Noah a simple practice. For the next week, do not try to fix your whole life. Do not chase a miracle. Just watch conditions. Watch what you feed. Watch what you repeat. Watch what you add. If fear arises, notice what you do next. If anger arises, notice what you do next. If shame arises, notice what you do next. Then, choose one different condition. Noah left thinking this sounded too simple, but he was tired of suffering. So he tried. The next morning, Noah woke up with anxiety. The old pattern was to reach for the phone, scroll, compare, panic, then numb the panic with distraction. But this time he paused. He remembered the phrase, watch conditions. He noticed the anxiety. He did not pretend it was not there. He did not shame himself. He simply named it. Fear is here. Then he asked a new question. What condition would make this fear worse? The answer was obvious. Scrolling would make it worse. Complaining would make it worse. Avoiding would make it worse. Alcohol would make it worse. Then he asked another question. What condition would make this fear cleaner? The answer was also simple. A shower. A short walk. A real breakfast. One honest message to someone he trusted. One practical step toward employment. Not 10 frantic steps. So he did one small thing. He took a short walk. The anxiety did not vanish, but it softened. That is how karma changes, not with dramatic speeches, with small choices that stop feeding the old shame. Later that day, his partner asked a simple question. How are you feeling? Old Noah would have shrugged, acted tough, then later exploded. This time he tried a different condition. Honesty, he said. I am scared. I am ashamed. I do not want to be a burden, but I also do not know how to carry this alone. His partner got quiet, then softened, because honesty is a powerful condition. It changes the air in a room. That night they did not solve everything, but the argument did not happen. The cold silence did not happen. They sat together in a calmer space. That calmer space was not random. It was built by conditions. Now, I want to pause and speak to you directly. When you hear dependent arising, you might think it sounds abstract, but it is the most practical thing you can learn, because it teaches you to stop personalizing everything and start understanding everything. You stop saying, "Life hates me." You start saying, "What conditions created this?" You stop saying, "I am doomed." You start saying, "What condition can I change?" You stop saying, "People always betray me." You start saying, "What pattern keeps bringing me into the same kind of relationship?" This does not mean you blame yourself for everything. It means you stop being blind. Blindness is the real enemy, because blindness makes you repeat the same causes while begging for different results. Now let me tell you a second story, because Noah is only one angle. This next story shows how what we call coincidence is oft unpreparation. A woman named Mia once told me about how she met her mentor. She said it happened by accident. She walked into a bookstore because it started raining. She picked a random aisle. She pulled a random book. Then a stranger beside her asked a question about the author. And that conversation changed her life. At first it sounds like fate, like a scripted scene. But when Mia looked closer, it was not random at all. Why did she walk into that bookstore? Because she had been feeling restless for months and started visiting new places on weekends. Why was she restless? Because she had been quietly practicing self-reflection, realizing her old career path was draining her. Why did she start self-reflection? Because she had been listening to talks about mindful sins and meaning. Why did she listen to those talks? Because a year earlier, she had been burned out and forced to admit she needed a different way to live. Do you see it? The bookstore moment was the final meeting of conditions: restlessness, curiosity, courage to wander, openness to conversation, readiness to learn, willingness to be seen. Without those conditions, the same bookstore moment would have passed like wind. She might have ignored the stranger. She might have smiled politely and left. The seed of connection would not have landed because the soil was not ready. So when we say everything is arranged, we do not mean a hidden person is writing your script. We mean life is a web. What you do today shapes what can meet you tomorrow. This is both humbling and empowering. Humbling, because you are not the center of the universe. Empowering, because you are not helpless. Now let us go deeper into the spiritual heart of this, because if we stop at practicality, we miss the real treasure. Dependent arising is not only a way to explain events, it is a way to soften the ego. The ego wants a single villain. The ego wants a single hero. The ego wants one simple reason for everything, but reality is layered. A conflict in your relationship is not one moment. It is often years of unspoken expectations, unmet needs, pride, fear, past wounds, habits of speech, habits of listening, stress from work, sleep deprivation, money pressure. When you see the layers, you stop demonizing. You stop saying, "You are the problem." You start saying, "Conditions created this tension, and we can change conditions." This shift is compassion. Compassion is not only feeling sorry for someone. Compassion is understanding the web that makes people behave the way they do. When you understand the web, you can respond with wisdom instead of hatred. Now, some people hear this and worry. If everything is conditions, then do I have free will? Yes, you do. But free will is not absolute. It is conditional to. You cannot choose your childhood, but you can choose how you relate to it now. You cannot control what someone says to you, but you can control what you plant in response. You cannot stop impermanence, but you can stop making impermanence a reason to live carelessly. This is the practice of awakening. Awakening is not a fantasy state where nothing bothers you. Awakening is the ability to see conditions clearly and stop feeding the conditions that create suffering. Now let us return to Noah, because his story has a turning point. A month after he began practicing this way, Noah received an unexpected call. A company he had applied to earlier invited him for an interview. Old Noah would have said, "Finally luck." New Noah still felt grateful, but he saw the web. He had applied consistently instead of impulsively. He had updated his skills instead of numbing out. He had asked someone for feedback instead of hiding in pride. He had slept better, which improved his clarity. He had stopped drinking, which improved his energy. He had repaired his tone at home, which reduced conflict and gave him emotional support. Those were all conditions. So the interview was not random. It was the fruit of many small causes. Even if he did not get the job, he had already changed his destiny, because the person he became was different. That is a crucial point. Many people only measure destiny by external events: job, money, relationship status. But the deeper destiny is the mind you carry through those events. A bitter mind turns every blessing into a complaint. A grateful mind turns even hardship into a teacher. A reactive mind turns small problems into wars. A steady mind turns problems into steps. So when we say everything is arranged by causes and conditions, we also mean your inner world is being arranged by what you keep feeding. Feed resentment, and you arrange a life where resentment feels normal. Feed patience, and you arrange a life where patience becomes your strength. Feed honesty, and you arrange a life where trust can grow. Feed manipulation, and you arrange a life where paranoia grows. This is karma, not a supernatural punishment, a natural echo. Now, let me speak to a fear some of you may have. If everything is cause and effect, does that mean my suffering is my fault? No. Suffering is often the meeting of many causes, including causes you did not create alone. But the teaching is not asking you to blame yourself. It is asking you to stop wasting suffering. Some suffering is a message. It says, "Look here, something is misaligned." If you listen, the suffering becomes wisdom. If you refuse, the suffering becomes repetition. This is why seeing through everything can make life smoother, because you stop repeating the same lesson. You stop paying the same price. You stop walking into the same wall and calling it fate. Now, there is a phrase I like to use because it makes this feel human. Do not curse the tree for bearing fruit. Look at the seed in the soil. If your life is bearing fruit you do not like, do not only scream at the fruit. Look at the seed. Look at the soil. Look at the water. Look at the sunlight. Look at the habits. Look at the speech. Look at the relationships. Look at the daily inner talk. Then change one condition. That is practice. Now, let us make this deeply personal, because I want you to be able to apply it in the next 24 hours. Think of one recurring pain in your life. Maybe you keep meeting the same kind of conflict. Maybe you keep feeling the same anxiety. Maybe you keep feeling lonely. Maybe you keep sabotaging opportunities. Maybe you keep choosing partners who cannot meet you. Maybe you keep pushing your body until it breaks. Ask yourself, without shame, what conditions keep meeting to create this? Then ask a second question. What is one small condition I can change this week? Not everything, 1. If you keep feeling anxious, a condition might be poor sleep. A condition might be caffeine late in the day. A condition might be non-stop scrolling. A condition might be not speaking honestly to someone. A condition might be not moving your body. If you keep feeling lonely, a condition might be pride that refuses to reach out first. A condition might be constant negativity that drains people. A condition might be fear of rejection that makes you hide. If you keep having conflict, a condition might be sarcasm. A condition might be not listening fully. A condition might be always needing to be right. Pick one condition and change it. Then dedicate the effort in your mind. May this small change reduce suffering. May it support wisdom and compassion. May it benefit my life and the lives of others. That dedication is not superstition. It is training your heart to aim outward instead of collapsing into self-obsession. Now let me close with a reflection that I hope stays with you. When you believe everything is random, you either become arrogant when things go well or hopeless when things go badly. When you see causes and conditions, you become humble when things go well and responsible when things go badly. Humility protects you from pride. Responsibility protects you from despair. That balance is wisdom. And wisdom is the smoothest road you can walk, even when the ground is uneven. So in the comments, I want you to share something real. Tell me one event you once called coincidence, but later realized it was the meeting of many conditions. Or tell me one condition you are ready to change this week, so your destiny can begin to shift. If you want more long-form talks like this about awakening, karma, compassion, practice, and destiny, subscribe and like the video. And if you want to support the channel so I can keep making deep dives like this, consider becoming a member. Thank you for spending this time with me. May you see the web clearly. May you plant cleaner causes. May you meet life with compassion and wisdom. And may your path, step by step, become smoother because you are no longer walking in the dark. Life gets noisy. Work, stress, expectations. Sometimes we lose touch with the quiet part of ourselves. Bracelet isn't just an accessory. It's a small reminder that you deserve peace. You deserve moments of stillness. You deserve to hold on to your inner balance. If one of these bracelets speaks to your heart, you'll find the purchase link in the description below. And even more auctions available on our channel's shop page. Pick home the one that feels right.